Okay, here we go. 5.4 slope formula. Day 1. Your homework is a worksheet. You have a quiz tomorrow. 5.1 through 5.4. 5.1 through 5.4. Slope formula day 1. Your homework is a worksheet. There are 10 problems on a separate paper. No graphs. Only strictly algebra tonight. You have a quiz tomorrow, sections 5.1 through 5.4. Okay. Okay. Shake my head. Here we go. Ready? Okay. I don't want to use this. Oh, okay. You're just weirdly staring at me. Okay. Slope formula. Hold on. My cursive. There it is. The slope formula. The slope formula is located here on the start and of course exam form chart here. You have the slope of a line. This is what we're doing today. Pythagorean theorem you did at 7th grade honors. Quadratic we'll cover it in chapter 9. Slope intercept we'll do this next week after Thanksgiving. Point slope form the week after Thanksgiving, and you've already done the standard form. These are the only formulas that we're going to really learn this year. No, it's not.
There's only 2.
It's only 6, and you already know 3 of them. Okay.
Letters are the alphabet.
So today, 5.4 slope day 1. This is day 1 only algebra. Now, here we go. Let's start talking here. Over. Okay, here we go. When do we use this? Use when you have 2 given coordinate points. When 2 points are given to you. And the slope is unknown. And you have to find it by using the two given points. Sometimes we'll be given the points. Sometimes you have to find the points. Sometimes they give it to you on a table, and you pick 2 points. Now, why can't I just pick 2 points?
Because they may not be the good ones.
Well, I mean, but no, it doesn't matter what good points or bad points, but where are the points located?
On the ground.
It's on the line. It's already on the line, right? So any points you pick is going to be on the line, right? So it doesn't matter which points you pick. Okay? So the slope is unknown. This is what you do. So graphically, it looks like this. Let me scoot it up a little bit. Mike, are you ready? Okay. So if I have just the first quadrant drawn here, and put a dot here and a dot here. Here we go. What kind of slope is this? Positive slope, okay? So this point is going to be called x1, comma, y1. This point up here, x2, comma, y2. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, well, why is it 1 and why is it 2? Simple. It's the first point. This is the first point. The second point? Second point. Now, why is it called x2, y2, x1, y1? Because this is the first set of points that you encounter. First x, first y. This next one, second x, second y. Now, do you have to count up every time and count over? I mean, you can if the numbers are easy, right? But what happens if you have numbers like 400, 900, 1600, 3000, right? So using the formula, counting is not going to be efficient at all. So we can use a formula. And I'll show you in just a second what it means. It's a lot easier. The symbol for slope is m. M means slope. For whatever reason, I didn't do this, but I think slope is whatever slope in Greek starts with an M. I don't know. It's just M.
It doesn't even have an M in it.
I know. Well, I'll show you later what it means. So M is slope. Just kind of keep that in the back of your head for now. So to kind of remember, this is how I remember it. Using my skiing reference.
Oh, yeah.
I love skiing.
You're going up
Hold on.
in that graph. Oh, there you go.
Hold on. It is a mountain.
Where are the trees? Oh.
Okay, so this is my mountain here. So think this is the M, the slopes. Positive slope goes up, negative slope goes down, zero slope goes across. I'm going to go cross-country skiing on flats. You're for real, they do that. It's up to you, zero notes. This is positive slope, negative slope, zero slope. Think slope mountain. Or the M could be thought of as how you move your points. M, slope. M, slope. Later we'll call slope K. I know. I'm so sorry. It's going to be K on next week. Okay.
Why don't we just change it to
I'm not kidding. I know. I didn't do this. It could be M or K. How about that? But we'll talk more about it when we talk about direct variation. Now,
This is
it is very weird. So M is slope. Okay. So therefore, the formula for slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The change in y over the change in x. The change in y over the change in x. The change in y over the change in x. Sorry? But you're subtracting 2 points. The differences between the 2 points. Okay? Sometimes graphing it is not the easiest way to count. Doing it algebraically is faster and more accurate.
Well, once slope becomes n, one k, will we actually remember that it's n anymore? So is it the same formula, or is it? Does it say?
When we talk about direct variation, it's going to be y equals kx. I'll explain it later. Okay. Now, the change in y over the change in x. Okay? So we're going to be We're going to be subtracting these 2 points. I think we need to practice and it'll make sense. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The difference, the change in y over the change in x. Example number 1. Again, sometimes graphing it is not the easiest way to find the slope. And sometimes the slope might be a really weird decimal. Here we go. Points are -2, -1, 4, 2. No, don't graph it. No graphing allowed. Not tonight. -2, -1, 4, 2. -2, -1, 4, and 2. Let's create good habits here. Thank you for asking. Montana's asking, which one's x1, which one's y1? Well,
The first one that's listed?
the first one's listed as x1. x1, y1. x2, y2. Now, does it really matter? No, not really. You can do this one first, this one second. It doesn't matter. As long as you are consistent, so create good habits, graphing habits, by identifying what points you have. That really stops all the mistakes. If you know what points you have and label them correctly, you'll never make it for mistakes. Could be. Let's see. All right. So we labeled it. My equation, because this is brand new, I want the equation to be written. I need to see 10 problems with 10 equations on it. Don't complain. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, I want to see that equation written because we are using this equation a million times. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That is not square, that is sub. That is a subscript. Sub means Latin. Under, right? This is y sub 2, y sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 1. So what we're doing here is we're substituting in, right? Put these numbers where they go. So the slope equals y2, 2 minus negative 1. 2 minus negative 1. Don't forget your minus sign in the middle. That minus sign does not go away. Divided by 4 minus negative 2. The number one mistake in finding these slope equations is that students forget the minus sign. You're finding the differences, okay? Eventually, as you get really, really good at this, you can just do this in your head, but because this is new, leave, change, opposite, leave, change, opposite. Which becomes, let me show you every step, 2 plus 1 over 4 plus 2, 3 over 6, reduce it. Slope is positive 1 over 2. Yes. Yes, it does matter. Now, it doesn't matter if you are trying to figure out which points to put in, though, but once you establish that this is x1, y1, x2, y2, then you have to stick with it. So the slope, can you see the slope in your head?
Yeah.
It's positive, it's going up 1 and over 2, up 1. So, yeah, so it's like this. Any questions? Renita, sit up. Okay. It's easy because we've been breaking it down step by step. This used to be taught in like 2 days. This has been a week now. Okay.
Would it be in the first day and then the second?
Okay, next week. Yeah.
Like in the 2 days would be in first and then
Kinda. All right, try this one. Try this one on your own, please. Let me go to the next page here. 2, 7, 4, 4. 2, 7, 4, 4. 2, 7, 4, 4. So make your little notes in your notes too. Right? Subtract, don't forget to subtract, or LCO. Keep these notes, you're going to be using them a whole bunch next year. Yeah. Yes.
wait. So that's the unreduced.
Yes. Leave it alone. Good. That's good. Yes. Leave it alone. It's not reducible. Leave it alone. Okay. All right. Again, don't rush through this. This is where the mistakes happen a lot. x2, y2, x1, y1, x2, y2. Make good habits by labeling.
Oh, are we supposed to label it?
Yes, please.
Oh, my bad.
Label. Write your equation. y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. And then 4 minus.
4 minus 7 over 4 minus 2.
Be careful about that.
Equals negative 3 over 2.
Then you have m equals negative 3 over 2. That is not reducible. Leave it alone. Negative. So if you think about it, it looks kind of like, I know, but I'm just saying. 3, down 3, but to the right 2. In the right 2, like right here. Like that. You can kind of do this in your head. You will be doing this in your head, I'm not saying. Right? Eventually. Questions? Questions? Are you sure? Okay. Do this one. 3, 4, 3, negative 1. Shh, ladies. 3, 4, 3, negative 1. 3, 4, 3, negative 1. This one should kind of come to you really quickly. 3, 4, 3, negative 1. 3, 4, 3, negative 1. Label your points. Yes, always.
No, wait, never mind.
What? What do you want to correct about?
How?
Let's see.
Huh?
Let's see. Ready? X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Okay? I'm going to label it correctly here using the equation. Again, this is new. I want to see the slope formula written out. X2, X1. Then you have, what, -1 minus 4 over.
3 minus 3.
Okay, solve it out. Now, I saw a lot of, okay, this is correct, right? But let's talk about it even more. The reason why this is no solution is because if you think about it, if you divide it in, -5 top in, bottom out, nothing times 0 will give you 5. So it's going to be no solution. No solution, or undefined.
0 divided by 5. So
If it was flipped, then it'll be 0.
is that no slope or 0 slope?
No slope. This is no slope. Okay? But look really quickly.
What if the 0 was on the top?
This is no slope. Look at the x's. It's repeating.
Oh.
No slope, no function.
No.
No slope, no function. No the slope, no the function. Okay? No slope, no function, so don't push your luck.
So if the 0 was on the top, then it would have been.
That will be 0, that'll be going across. So here, if you think about it, if you do a quick sketch of this, 3, 4, it's right here, 3, -1's right here, it just goes up and down. So that is no slope. Okay? Shall we do a 0 slope?
Yeah.
Oh, dang it, you're right, I told you the answer.
Were you not?
Alright, try this one. I do want to get, you know what, I'm gonna make this a little bit more tricky. Let's do it, let's make this a little bit more fun. Nope. 2 points, 1 slope, 1 variable. 2 points, 1 slope, 1 variable. 2 points, 1 slope, 1 variable. Now, you ready?
Are you told what this means?
Yes. I'm gonna bring some 8th grade stuff and some stuff you've already done in. Here we go. X, 6, 10, -3, slope is -3, 2.
Huh?
Huh? What? X. The slope's already given to you. You're finding the value for X.
How do you do this?
It's very easy. Well, let's see here. Label what you know. Again, X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Okay, so that's pretty simple, right? But you're going backwards. The reason why I've been telling you to write your formula down, which is M equals Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1, is because if they already give you the slope, which they will tonight, you put it in place of M. There's cross multiplying and distribution going on. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. Any questions? So we're gonna substitute in M for, okay, so -3/2 equals -3 minus 6, keep going, 10 minus x. This is a little bit of algebra 2. I'm been showing a little algebra 2 here. Okay. So, questions on how we got the numbers?
No.
Cross multiply. Here's how you do it. Cross multiply that, and contain that. So here, I'm substituting in the numbers. I set it up as a proportion, and then I cross multiply. What do I cross multiply? -3 parentheses. Parentheses what? 10 minus x, close parentheses, equal sign, 2 parentheses, Negative 3 minus 6. Okay, that might be a little confusing there.
Yeah.
Questions and how I contain those? Yes.
No. I have a question.
Yes.
Is it 3 or more?
Any other questions? Yes.
I mean,
I
I
meant
don't
like
know.
this.
Is it? I made it up. I don't know. I'm kidding. No, it's not 14. All right, questions on this part? Yes.
No. What is that word say?
Proportion.
Oh,
Set up as a proportion.
programs.
Stop. Proportion here. You cross multiply, and then here we distribute. Negative 3 times 10. Negative 3 times x. 2 times negative 3. 2 times negative 6. And then you should get negative 3, 30,
30.
plus 3x equals negative 6 minus 12. And then here you combine like terms. Negative 30 plus 3x equals negative 18. Questions on how I got this line?
No.
2 more steps. Add 30 to both sides. 3x equals 12. Divide by 3. X is 4. That is the value of x.
I did that in a lot simpler way that it didn't take up a whole bit.
I understand. But if I do that now, your friends will not get that. I have to break down every step. That's fine. That's fine. Did you simplify everything? Simplify everything first? What you just did? Oh, okay. Any other questions?
You like negative 3 minus 6 and then
Negative 3 minus
That makes
6.
sense.
No, that makes sense either. Okay. Any questions? Yes.
Why can't you just,
Simplify within.
no, why can't you just like put in what you already know into it and just find out like if it'll be 10?
You can. I mean, you can though, but I wanted to review this part. Eventually, you're gonna find your own way. There's more than one way to work these problems out. Okay. But because it's brand new, I gotta make sure everyone's on the right page. All right. So try this one on your own. Bring paper. 4x 6 comma 3x. Oh, make this 3y. I'm sorry, 3y.
Whoa.
3y. Oh, no, just kidding. It is 3x. Sorry, YouTube.
And you
There.
say, whoa. Oh, I put X.
Sorry, I apologize.
Why you work it in?
4 comma x 6 comma 3x. Slope is 1/2.
She turns away from you.
Label. X1, Y1, X2, Y2.
No, the swap, that coordinate plane, it has 2 x's. Yeah. So it's x1, x2, and x3.
No, X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Hold on. Hold on. Because the see the x over here, it's going to be the same number. That's why it's 2 x's. So don't let this freak you out, okay? It's still x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so don't let it freak you out. So again, I'm gonna work this out up here. Let's go. I need you to get it, please. M equals y2, y1, x2 minus x1. I'm gonna work it out here quietly. You can look up when you finish.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
So I set up the proportion as 1/2 equals 3x minus x over 6 minus 4. And then I distribute, right, Bridia?
Yes.
Then I get 6 minus 4 equals 6x minus 2x. Now, if you get 2 as an answer, you were rushing. Don't rush. You're dividing by 4, not by 2. Okay, so your answer is 1/2 or 0.5, but 1/2 is better.
I had 0.5.
That's fine. Questions on the last question? No questions on the last question? I am done with my notes. Yes. There's no room in here.
Well, if we could somehow make them. Yeah, where's your working?
Oh, what?
Did you move it?
I don't have one.
No, I know you did. Move it or you just have
Sir, and sir. Don't do that, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. You need to sit down and you need to stop walking around. Sit down. All right. All right, on your homework tonight, let's do the following on a separate paper. Number 1, 4, 5, 6.
Mr. Clark, we got 2 extra.
All right, I'll pick it up. Number 8,
Here you go.
10. Here, that's fine. 10 and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13, 15, and 17. 10 problems on a separate paper. 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15, and 17. The ones on the bottom are just like the ones we did in notes. The top, so there's no graphing here. It's all straight algebra. Box your answers. You have a quiz tomorrow. You have a quiz tomorrow on this. And we'll continue with questions tomorrow. Any questions? Okay, come on. Any questions? Okay. I'm about to end it. Any last words?
No.